Okay, hey everybody. This is Grace. I am on my way to an urgent care, which I had planned on going to anyway. And then today, I was thinking of going to yesterday, but then I didn't because of what all was going on. Adam and his brother leaving, all this stuff. And I didn't get much sleep. Because of this health condition as it is. And once they left, I just slept most of the day. So I didn't go to the urgent care. Well, today I had a physical therapy appointment, and I was still planning on going to the urgent care. And the physical therapist, she was checking my legs since we're working on my legs. And she mentioned how big they are. And I know that. It's just like something that's more recently come up, bigger than what it has been with edema. And, it's a gradual thing. It's not just all of a sudden. But it could have been there before. I don't know. Anyway, and she said, you need to see your doctor. You really need to see the doctor. And so I called the doctor's office. From what I understand, the people who schedule aren't there. They're just like a central or something like that. I could be wrong. But she didn't seem all that, like she thought it was all that urgent. She said she'd send them a message and somebody would call me back today or at least by tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Friday. And they usually leave early from what I understand. I don't know how all these places work and all their protocols and when they leaves and when all this stuff. But basically, yeah, most of them seem to leave at noon, at lunchtime on Friday. So, nobody called me today. Nobody called me back from their office. So I started calling the urgent care. Found out that there was one much closer to where I live. And I'm like, why did nobody tell me this? It's just like that hospital, the ER. I would go to repeatedly, and nobody, finally the last day, the doctor there told me I should be going to this other one. I said, why didn't anybody tell me this? Why? We don't know y'all's protocols. We don't know how y'all do your system, how you're working. So why isn't anybody telling us instead of us spending money every time you turn around, or time? Driving, because the urgent care that I had been going to is not close. It is not close. And I had looked online. Never did it show up this one that I'm going to today. Like, that is weird, man. Seriously. Weird. It's not going to show up, one that's near me. And, you can type in near me. I can type in the zip code. I type in, go to their site, locations. Why it never showed me this one, I don't know. But sometimes one of them, it's still not near me. It changed from an urgent care to a regular doctor's office. So it could be one of those kinds of things. Went from a regular doctor's office to an urgent care. You never know. Look at this traffic. It's rush hour traffic. People going home, from work. And I don't need to be traveling to that other one, which is not close. Oh my goodness! When I left from there, the last time I was there, that urgent care that's not close, the one they always sent me to, told me to go to, all this. I had an EKG, and the gown, if you can call it that, piece of paper, it's what it more feels like, just paper. They had apparently stored them near potpourri, and I have chemical allergies. Adam and I, once we left, because you go to these doctor's offices, they always smell like something, quite often. And just pull out real slow. Yeah, the road's yours. Did you see that? Anyway, where was I? Somebody's not happy. That guy is causing problems. Yeah, that guy that pulled out real slow in front of me is causing problems back there. Just, that was weird. Maybe he's on something. Anyway, where was I? That was weird. What he did was he pulled over two more lanes to get in the turning one, just going real slow and getting right in front of people. I mean, not like, it kind of was like he thought he owned the road, like this fella right here. Anyway, but that day that I was traveling back home, Adam was with me, and I had that EKG, and I had put that paper gown on. And as we were leaving, I said, "What does it smell? You still smell it?" We'd already left. It was rush hour traffic. It was bad. It took like 30, 40, I'd say 45 minutes to get home. And the whole way home, I had to smell it. They had stored that near Potpourri. Potpourri is the worst for me. And I have noticed, like, the worst. They're all bad, but, so I had to smell that. And I'm hoping this place doesn't say, "We're going to do another one." I'm going to make sure that they did not put it near Potpourri. My goodness. You would think they would know that. Don't store this kind of stuff. People have chemical allergies. Come on, let's get real. So, anyway. But I'm going to go to this place, and there were a bunch of phone calls and everything to that other one, trying to find that other one, the phone number, because, they're not central. I mean, it's just sometimes, I don't know if it's even just that it's sometimes somebody is answering that phone that's not there. And sometimes the ones who are there are answering the phone. Because one of the times I called it said somebody that had a recording. I guess they were out to lunch. And it had this weird recording about a doctor's office. Like I said, they could have been a doctor's office. Not the one I'm going to, but the other one. At one point, there were a doctor's office, and they made it into an urgent care and didn't change the numbers. Anyway, now the thing about it is, I did not even know this place existed, the one that's near me. I mean, sometimes you just pass stuff when you're out and about. And it's not that far from me, and I go down that road several times. I didn't know it was there, but from what I saw online, it's kind of hidden. It's in the back, and you wouldn't see it from the road. Okay, you get behind me right when the people in front of me are stopping. Yeah. Okay. Am I gonna make it there safely? But anyway, I'm out. The symptoms. Shortness of breath, which I'm having right now, and just getting ready to go was awful because I had this shortness of breath. Yeah. Okay, more than that, more than just shortness of breath. I'm swollen, all this stuff. It's various stuff, yeah. The weight gain, all of it. But anyway, I don't know what they're going to do in an urgent care. But the physical therapist, she told me that they treat this stuff with what we think it is. I think it is too, with medication. So it used to be you go to the hospital. So hopefully they don't want to send me to the hospital, because I'm all by myself here now. Adam won't be back until a few more days, and his brother, and so I'm alone here. There's nobody to take my SUV home, and there's nobody here that I know here. Seriously. I mean, I might be able to get a neighbor to help. I don't know. We don't really associate with our neighbors that much. And but that would be the extreme. I mean, I would have to drive myself to the hospital, and that means from what I read online, like 8 to 12 hour wait in the ER before they see you, and then they don't do anything. Yeah. Okay. I need to try to figure out I don't usually go down this road. This is the road that I avoid more than anything. because they had a lot of road construction here for a while, and people already, whipping and out and all that. So, but anyway, I'm going to concentrate here because that's where it gets bad, I think. Okay, hey everybody. I'm not sure if I'm going to start this as a new video or what, but I just went to the hospital and in the ER. Let me try this again. Yeah, I was in the ER. Basically, to sum it all up, it was all those years of smoking, cigarettes. And it's not my lungs, but it's a heart. He said, don't, this is a harsh term for it. Don't think that. I think he used the word preliminary in there somewhere. And not findings, but basically it was in my heart. He said, you're not going to just die all of a sudden or anything. He said, don't panic, don't, He said, but it's the normal wear and tear, and, it's just that, this time, this is a kind of like, I guess in a way, you say, it's a warning sign, a warning signal that I need to watch it, He said, there's nothing you can do to reverse it because I smoked so many years. I don't know if you just saw that car. That was a wicked. To the right of me, that was a wicked car. I don't know what kind it is, but it was wicked. But anyway, he said, you're the doctor, and I'm going to see a cardiologist and all that. But he says, it's really not, it's not something I should just be crazy, get crazy, panicky, worried, oh, I'm going to die the next moment. And no, he said no. I didn't even ask. He just told me. He just immediately said, don't get, So, but yeah, I knew something was going on. And it's basically that he said the fluid, had built up and kept building up, and it wasn't, the valves weren't flowing right or something. I got to see this specialist, but they did put me on Lasix. That last hospital that I was admitted to, they said they couldn't because I already take a diuretic with my blood pressure medication. And this one said, no, we can't give you Lasix, and we will be giving you Lasix because it's a lot of weight. I'm talking close to right at 50 pounds. This has been accumulating for 2 years. Well, not 2 years, about a year and a half, and close enough to 2 years, really. And here's that car. Let's see if we can see more of it. It's dark. I know it's gonna be hard, but I don't know if they use a car or what. But I guess you can't see it. It's wicked. 3 wheels. Yeah. So I don't know. I think the sides of it are wings, like. Come up the way that it looked. But anyway, I'm not much on wicked cars, but that one looks wicked. Anyway, but they put me on Lasix. They kept me there. They do things different. I've never had to be had to do anything like this before, ever. And but I know my dad had congestive heart failure, and my brother had some kind of problem and had to have, what do they call them? Where they drain the water off of you with the Lasix, but I think it's called Lasix. And I have to take those pills for the next couple of weeks or so. But my brother, they used what is that thing called? It starts with a C, doesn't it? You know what I mean. It's intrusive. But I don't know about how they do it with women. But the way they do it now, or the nurse, she said, no, it's been around a while. I wouldn't know. I would not know because I don't know anybody that's had to do, the weight, any of that. And she just said it's best that I do it this way. And it's actually something more like you wear it. Okay. And it's kind of shaped like a banana. And you just lay there, and fluid off of you whenever the urge hits you. And I thought that was weird. Totally weird. And but overall, you know, that doctor. Okay, Adam had called me. He thought I was still in, and I just left the hospital. But anyway, they're saying, you know, the doctor was saying not to worry too much. I can, you know, see a specialist and go from there and see what they say. But, you know, the things that he said, that makes sense. You know, it's really not about my diet, but he explained why it's about the condition and not about anything I eat. But what I eat can, you know, cause problems with the condition. But it's the condition that causes the problems all around. You get all that, right? If I didn't have the condition, then this would not be a problem. So, I don't know. But I have to take those Lasix for another couple of weeks. But like I said, then I'll be, you know, seeing a specialist, so a cardiologist. So, and then they'll take it from there. What I'm going to need to do after that. So, but right now I want to get home, get something to eat. I have not. It's after 9, and I haven't eaten since it was sometime, but I think between noon and 1, or maybe a little after 1. I don't remember. But that's a long time ago. Being diabetic and on medication, I need to eat. And yeah, he did warn me, because I said, what do I need to watch for, just in case something, you know. He understood what I meant by watch for. And he said, you know, if you get dizzy, if you have pains in your chest really bad, anything, you know, like that. Which he was telling me, you know, that's not something I would expect to happen. You know, not now, maybe when I'm older. Well, I'm 61, so, and he had said things about, you know, this is kind of a natural, normal thing for somebody who smoked, you know, who used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore, so he said it's just something you did when you were, you know, then, and you can't take it back. So, and this is where it's going to be. I have those stickers all over me, you know, when they do the EKG and all that. And, yeah, they're all over me. I just want to, like I said, get home, get something to eat, settle in, you know, for the night. I did, like I said, Adam had just called, and he's enjoying, you know, he's about 10 hours away or 11 hours away, and a road trip away, and so he's there where we're going to, and they, you know, doing their family thing. He said that his aunt, who's aunt, wherever you're from, we always call them aunts, okay, and she's in her 90s. First time he told me 99, but I think I mentioned that in part of this. But he said she's so alert, she's so, you know, she's just amazing. And he said she talks a lot. He said she talks about everything. She wants to talk about, you know, politics and stuff like that. She talks about everything, and she's very opinionated. So, yeah, wouldn't you like to be like that when you're in your 90s? She was always such a sweet woman. I know her in person, you know, knew her in person. And she was always the sweetest one out of all of them. You know, that's his, you know, their cousin's mother. And, well, they all were kind of sweet. His mother now, Adam's mother, she liked to cause a little trouble. Yeah. She just do little things to cause trouble. Seriously. And that was her cousin. Is that aunt was her cousin. I think that's how it was. So, and then the husbands were brothers. Got all that? Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I don't know how long I had made the video before, but yeah, it's been a long day for me. I'll talk to y'all in another video. Bye.